Hi! Thank you for watching today my video that will be a flip through the Art of Sims, the art of Simone Ferriero, Artbook by 3D Total Publishing, just arrived through the post. So, this is the sleeve, the outside sleeve, and this is the inner cover. Simone Ferriero is a very popular young artist, young because of the age. Actually, he drew 80s into the illustration for several years. This is 50% of net profit donated to the charity pages. And this is the list of the contents. The introduction, signed by Simone itself, some of his lovely illustration, and now the creative journey. The creative journey is quite interesting because always show up when the artist starts his artistic journey and how early years of childhood, education. As far as I'm aware, Simone went to the Napoli Accademia di Belle Arti, bring so much of the Asian style in his artwork, recently more than in his early years. As you may notice, professional step milestones from the start of his artistic journey. As you can see, the visual timeline where he put his original drawing from its own sketchbook. It started in 2011, 2012, 13. Every time an artist starts, he always starts drawing real people from maybe a picture, or maybe when he was traveling or commuting, by glimpse of the real life. Experiments, 2014, 2012, a lot of architecture, original character. When you develop your style, you change from realistic to something else. The first witches from 2014-15. Now you can see more confidence into the line art. Venezia 2015, 2015 by Simone Ferriero. Point of view, it is this point of view. He must be camping, so this is his stuff. 2016, a vault. Halloween, so some original art. You can see a lot of effort, as every artist, as any popular or unpopular one, put through, sometimes with more effectiveness, sometimes with less effectiveness, and the creative process. The workspace. One of the things that I found more interesting in the Art of Sims, the Art of Simone, is always related technology and witch. This is quite unusual for me. I'm not aware if there are other artists that so often decide to bring a very close relation between technology and witchcraft. So Simone, I noticed Simone because of his color scheme, the cats, the witch, and then technology. These are the four main themes of his art. Oh, look at this. It's quite interesting. In this art book, I found for the first time these interesting things. It is a trace paper where they print the rough sketch, the clean line art, the cleanup, the value of the color. So it's not just only the flat. As you can see, you can actually look at the texture. So it is not the flat itself, it's the full color without the line art. The effect of the cats getting out of the cauldron, so on another layer, and the final illustration. You can see how the real color of the cat should be more greenish, and now it's desaturated Tia. And now the comics. I start following Simone while he was publishing this one. It's another webcomic, different from Ghost, Tea and Cats. I was following this. I don't remember the name, but it's still available on his webtoon. It was a very fun webcomic to follow. But now his main intention is to push up this original series, this new one, called Ghost, Cats and Tea. It was for free, it is for free on Webtoon, but now if you want to follow for update, we have to waiting until the printing version. And I can already feel how beautiful it will be to look at the printed version, because these are the printed version of the webcomic. It's look great already. And now finding your feet, making mistake, and this lovely full art of his illustration. Tips on staying motivated, discovering your own signature style. His own signature style is Witch and Ghost Cats, and this very grayish, bluish, indigoish kind of atmosphere. Art's influence, this is Simone. Ciao Simone. Client works versus personal work, another illustration. And the one that anyone would love to see, the Witches Gallery printed. So we got Swamp in a close-up. No, sorry, excuse me, my mistake. We got Swamp and the close-up. I thought because it was the first one. No, the original illustration must be this one, because it is a full art and this is the close-up. Now we got a Summer Adventure and Potion Machine. Capturing Kitties and Potion Shop. Another full illustration, full art illustration, excuse me. This is the full art illustration and the close-up. It's very interesting to look at the close-up because Simone used a lot of texture, texturized layer over his artwork. When you can look at the close-up, you can feel the grain. There are different kind of grain, I think, in the texture he used. I follow some of his tutorial on TikTok and YouTube. He stated several times he does not use a single texture layer, sometimes even more than one, and different each illustration. So from an illustration to another one, he changed the texture layers. This is the witch from the cover. Look, ta-da! This is the cover where the witch is in her own building, cuddling her ghost cat with this lovely face expression. And the outer cover, she's got open eyes and a lovely smirk. Another illustration, full art lake and a close-up. This must be a little bit, yes, older, 2019. I have noticed when, generally speaking, when you are a young artist working to find your own voice, your own style, you use normally a lot of brush stroke for define your illustration. Now that Simone found his own style, the number of brushes are decreased, and now it's only flat color and effect and texture. Another full art called Ritual with this close-up. You can feel this is more digital feeling in his older illustration because of the missing texture that now he put on his new illustration. He put so lovely the texture that he mimic very well the watercolor on paper. Another illustration, Willow, from 2019. The Witch's Hunt. This is the inspector looking to find traces of the mystery in his webcomic, which is Cats and Tea. Bass Candle, another full art illustration, and another lovely tracing paper step by step, actually layer by layer. Rough, very clean rough, the cleaning line art of the girl and her cat, where she's in full dark versus the surrounding. It is a little bit on the bluish indigo side of the spectrum. The color, again, the color is not just flat, it's color with brushworks and effect. The same one, but with the background. And the final illustration. Another full art snow angel in a close-up. Snaking. I think this is one of the bookmark or postcard we got in our rewards on Kickstarter. Another illustration, pumpkin season, resting on the balcony one. Morning coffee and close-up. I like this. They actually mimic a rip of paper with this line work. It's good. Staying at the library, original art, the details. Good news, original art and details. Cove Cafe, original art and close-up. Look like this cat was spitting on this other one, but I think it's just an effect of the texture. Claw machine, detail, original. Fire kitty, original illustration, a close-up. Parade. She's so cute. Normally the size of Simone illustration are quite big, so it is interesting. It is very good they decide to put some the details, otherwise we can lose all the little difference in between the brush line art. He changes the color of the brush for some details to highlight the face of the character. As you can see here, she is red under her chin and along the neck. You cannot really feel it on this scale. So it's very interesting they decide to put extra details. A close-up. Original illustration in close-up again. Fender Stratocaster. Visitors. Original illustration and close-up. Ghost and Rain. Original illustration and close-up. Hill. Original illustration and close-up. This is cute because this cat will always remind me with these round spectacles. Harry Potter. Angel. Original illustration and close-up. How beautiful this is. Water bottle. It's so cool. I like the atmosphere. You can feel it, the light coming out of the window, actually coming in from the window. And the cover tutorial. Thumbnail, line art, tips and maybe tricks. Actually we are nearly Halloween, so trick or treats. And this famous spiral that any illustrator lover or artist lover, graphic design lover knows. It conveys the attention of the viewer towards the focal point. In this case, the focal point is the expression of the wishes of the character, but it can be anything in architecture, maybe a special point of view. Glow up, and here we glow again. Oh, look at the details of her loose hair, strain of hair. Planning ahead with another illustration, no name on this. And thank you. 148, 149, 150. Last final illustration. Learn, create and share by 3D Total Publishing. And the back. So, final two. It's a great product. Thank you 3D Total, thank you Simone for bringing this lovely art book to us. And the first time when I flipped through, when it first arrived to the post, I noticed that there are original illustration and close-up. I was a little bit puzzled. Why? Because we should put more original illustration instead of the close-up. Then I start to notice that for this actual art book, it is also useful because Simone used a lot of texture and for understand all the details of the work, of the hard labor he put in his own illustration. Actually, it is useful. Maybe I will actually highlight, please do another second output with more illustration. I will be happy to support another Kickstarter. Actually, for Loish, we got 3 art books, so I will highly recommend to do a second one for Simone too, because I want to see more of his artwork, more of his explanation, more of his nice tick and suggestion tips. And again, thank you 3D Publishing. Thank you, Simone. This is a great art book. I really recommend anyone who loves witch, anyone who loves cats, anyone who loves Simone, anyone who loves art in general to buy it. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.